start everybody expected, and then they had to be shut down for the year. A very disappointing year for Joe Gonzalez last year out of Puerto Rico. And he, the big right-hander, 6'4", 233, was expected to be the bell cow of the Auburn staff a year ago. Auburn had to adjust without him. He went 7-4 with a 3.22 earned run average in 15 appearances and 14 starts his sophomore year. And then last year, a preseason Golden Spike Award watch list, and just those 5 innings and shut down. So everybody will be watching closely, and I'm sure he's going to be on a very carefully guarded pitch count, as the Tigers will be really looking very closely at how Joe Gonzalez can work today.
Talked to Coach Butch Thompson before the game, and he said they've really tried to temper the expectations, because we know what Joseph was 2 years ago. Yeah. We know about his professional potential. He's the last Tiger to pitch a complete game. Here a couple of years ago, he did that against Vanderbilt, and we know what peak Joseph Gonzalez is like.
And it's fun to watch, too. I mean, he pitches to contact, and it's always bad contact.
He's an engaging pitcher to watch, no question, as the Tigers take the field. But it's not realistic to expect 9 innings of dominant pitching from Joseph Gonzalez today. So you must temper those expectations. It has been a year, literally, 365 days since he was in this spot. But having said that, how awesome is it to look and see Joseph Gonzalez back on the mound?
And maybe my mind's playing tricks with me, but Joseph Gonzalez looks bigger than he looked at least 2 years ago. I mean, he's a grown man now. He's put on some weight. He was always a tall guy, but now he is a big guy out there on the mound. And the way he pitches reminds you a little bit of Greg Maddox. He doesn't try to overpower anybody. He just throws ground balls and gets through innings very quickly. If you play good defense, you'll get your chances, and the game will move right along.
Sinker baller, which means he needs to be down. Needs to have some sink on the ball. He throws it naturally. It's a good fluid motion. We've talked for a couple of years about how he will throw in the low 90s, and it doesn't look like he's exerting a lot of effort to do it. But teams that have gotten to him throughout his career have done it early in games before the ball sinks, before he gets the sink on the ball. And so he's going through his warm-up tosses now. It's a cooler day. We'll see how that affects the flight of the ball at all. But again, it's awesome just to see him on the mound pitching again for the Auburn Tigers. A quick update on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Yesterday, only 2 SEC teams lost games. Missouri dropped 1 game of a doubleheader to Cal Poly out in San Luis Obispo. They played 2. Missouri won 1 and Cal Poly won 1. And Florida lost to St. John's yesterday.
That was a great game all the way through. St. John's a pretty good team.
Yeah, and so a couple of games underway already. We'll update those, but we're ready for baseball here. And EKU sends Sullivan, Carinci, and Lareal to the mound against Joseph Gonzalez, the right-hander. Looks in, wants a new set of signs. Now he's ready. Winds, fires, we're underway, and the pitch is fouled off to the left side. First pitch, 1:02 Central.
Got it started on time even without the big clock in center field, didn't they?
That's right. Or any digital clock anywhere except for the countdown clock. Gonzalez 0-1 delivery to the left-handed hitting leadoff man for Eastern Kentucky. Swings and fouls it back again. 0-2. And to your point, he pitches to contact. So 2 swings, 2 foul balls for Sullivan, and Gonzalez out in front, 0-2. Shift is on against Sullivan, who was 1 for 4 with an RBI in last night's game. Off the right side of the rubber, Gonzalez rocks. And he is called for an illegal pitch. He restarted his pitching motion. I guess the pitch clock had gotten down. He just got called for an illegal pitch again. That's 2 in a row.
With nobody on base, I'm not sure what the call is.
Yeah,
they're calling it illegal motion. The clock was not down.
No, not the clock at all. Here's the pitch. And the 2-2, they appealed down to third base umpire Hank Heminen. It was tough for me, too. He didn't go, so now the count is 3-2. Joseph's only thrown 3 pitches, but the count's 3-2. Now the wind and the pitch. Fouled back.
Got that one up just a little bit.
A little early adversity here for Gonzalez. I mean, he does a little rock step on his windup, or a little tap with his right foot. Now the pitch, fouled off again. This is an aggressive team offensively in Eastern Kentucky.
You could see that last night.
Yeah.
Gonzalez's reputation precedes him. You're not going to walk very much unless you get some illegal pitches called.
Payoff pitches lined into right center field. That's going to get down for extra bases. One hop, two hops the wall. Stanfield digs it out from the base of the wall and then gets it back. It is a double for DJ Sullivan.
Well, Sullivan hung in there, got a pitch just a little bit up about thigh high and just rocketed it out into the gap. The wind is gusting. It's blowing out toward that direction. It was not a factor there. He just hit a line shot that was right between Bobby Pierce and Chris Stanfield into the gap.
That's an interesting at-bat, though, because Gonzalez went from an 0-2 count to back-to-back illegal pitches, evening up the count. All of a sudden, your margin for error is next to nothing. Here's Justin Carinci with a man in scoring position. First pitch, Carinci down and in, ball one. So it did change the approach, I think, to try to close down Sullivan. But to his credit, he gets his second base hit of the weekend. Carinci an RBI. He was 0 for 4 in last night's game. This is an identical lineup for the Colonels. The pitch misses inside. It's 2-0.
Gonzalez trying to work him on the inner half, it appears. And, of course, he wants everything around the knees.
48 degrees, breezy. Gonzalez to the plate, missed again inside. It's been almost the exact same spot all three times.
Yeah, to your point, Gonzalez 2 years ago, when he got in trouble, it was almost always the first or second inning. If he got past the second, he was trouble for the opposition.
It takes him a good 15 minutes to get warmed up well, right? Yeah, and then he's tough. Here's the 3-0 to Carinci. Miss low with a fastball. So a double and a walk, and Eastern Kentucky trying to put together some early offense here tonight. Also retired the side in order last night to start the ballgame. On the Yellowwood scoreboard, three other games that are underway. Two of them have some offense. Missouri leads Cal Poly 9-6. They're in the bottom of the fifth in that game. Pitch to L'Oreal is swung on and fouled into the mitt, 0-1.
L'Oreal went 0 for 2 last night. He was trying to rectify that with one swing.
He struck out a couple of times last night. Left-handed hitter deep in the box. 0-1 pitch, fouled back, 0-2. South Carolina leads Miami of Ohio 10-1 as the Gamecocks look for that series win in Columbia. They're playing that Missouri-Cal Poly game out in California, so it's 11 a.m. local time, and they're already in the fifth inning. It's an early start out west.
It is an early start.
0-2 to L'Oreal, and it is low. It is blocked by Irish. Good job by Ike to keep that in front of him, keep the runners at first and second, 1-2. Joseph could use one of those patented ground balls here. Infield plays him to pull. The shortstop Weiss near the bag at second. It's not a shift. He's just shaded near the bag, so there's a big hole on the left side. 1-2 pitch. Called strike three. Got him with a fastball in the inside corner. Well-placed fastball from Gonzalez.
Yeah, worked him in, and then away.
Yeah. All right, so the cleanup man is Silas Schaefer. A double and a run scored last night. Schaefer, a freshman, filling some big shoes behind the plate. We talked a little bit about that last night. Gonzalez throws to second, and there is no play. The rules about throwing to second and pick-off attempts, you can no longer step off. You can once. You can step off one time and reset the pitch clock. It's a pitch clock issue.
Right.
But after that, or in order to preserve that and not be called for an illegal pitch, you must make a throw.
Yeah.
Pitch to Schaefer. Inside 1-0.
Yeah, he didn't have to throw that one.
Right.
But
if he hadn't,
yeah,
he would have had
no
to
step off.
Right. Yeah. No step off. He would have had to throw everyone after that. So even though it wasn't legit, there was no conceivable realistic play at second, he still had to make the throw. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bouncing ball, left side, fielded, shoveled to second for one, throw to first, double play. Weiss, Hernandez, McMurray, Weiss charged, fielded, and then scooped it with the glove to second. Hernandez turned it flawlessly. McMurray on the receiving end, and that's a pretty 6-4-3 double play. That looked like a Joseph Gonzalez first inning, didn't it?
Absolutely, it did. That's the kind of pitching. He pitches to contact. He got the contact he wanted. Just almost a tailor-made. It was almost hit too slow for the double play.
Yeah. Got in trouble early in the inning, and then he got the strikeout and the ground ball to get out of it. No score as Auburn comes to bat for the first time when we come back to Plainsman Park.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the orthopedic clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the orthopedic clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointments today.
Earn more on your balances with the Max Elevate Money Market. Enjoy the competitive rate benefits of certificate accounts with no fixed terms and more flexibility. Earn more on your balances and access them anytime. You expect more, and Max delivers. See our amazing rates at mymax.com/elevate. Max. Smart money made simple. Federally insured by NCUA. Certain restrictions apply.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
All right, we're at the bottom of the first with the Tigers coming to bat. DJ Sullivan is your left fielder for the Colonels of Eastern Kentucky. Ron Franklin in center. Max Williams is the right fielder. Connor Davis at third. Santiago Peralta is the shortstop. Justin Carinci is the second baseman. And Miguel Lareal is at first. Silas Schaefer is behind the plate, and on the mound, junior lefty Quentin Hall. Hall is 6'1", 205 junior from Vandalia, Ohio. Hall worked out of the bullpen in the past. He's moving into a starter role this year. Fastball about 87 to 90, 3/4 motion. Throws a good slider in the high 70s. His changeup down in the low 70s, and it is a breaking ball most of the time. And at least as a bullpen guy, he tipped his curveball a lot.
First pitch to Javon Hernandez misses up and away for ball one. Hernandez, the Jack State transfer, 2 walks, 2 runs scored in the opener last night. Hall from the left side of the rubber kicks and deals and misses high, 2-0.
Eastern Kentucky gave Auburn 12 free bases last night on walks, in addition to 4 balks.
12 walks,
and that was a big difference in the game.
And 2 or 3 errors in the game last night, too. The 2-0 misses downstairs, and Hernandez is a pitch away from drawing another free pass to start Auburn's first inning here. Hall, 49 relief appearances over his first 2 years at EKU. A 1-0 record, and the pitch is a called strike. Hernandez was taking all the way. Hernandez last year for Jack State, 11 stolen bases, 49 RBIs, hit nearly 400, 397 was his average. That was number 1 in the A-Sun, and there's a high fly ball to left. Sullivan camps under it, makes the catch for the first out. 3-1 pitch. Hernandez thought he had something he could drive, hit it a little bit off the end of the bat. So 1 away for Mason Mainers. Hall, career 29 1/3 innings pitched. 26 hits, 20 runs, 15 of those earned, 24 walks, 32 strikeouts. He's given up 7 home runs in his career, 5 of them last year in 18 innings plus. Mainers shows bunt and did not offer at it. He got the head of that bat back in time, a little surprisingly.
Yeah.
A ball and no strikes. Mainers 2 hits, 2 runs scored. Left-handed hitter from Vestavia Hills. There's a foul tip on a check swing into the mitt. A ball and a strike. Place continues to fill up.
Good crowd for 46-degree weather.
Maynard skies one into left, nearly the same spot. Maybe a little more carry to it. Again, it's Sullivan's ball. He reaches up, makes the grab, 2 down. So 2 flyouts to left, and just like that, it's Ike Irish here in the first.
Irish didn't do much last night. 4 for 5 in a 400-foot shot to dead center for his first homer of the year.
Yeah.
Also doubled in almost the same spot and had 2 singles.
4 for 5, a homer, a double, and the pitch. Missed a little out, 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch. There's a strike at the knees. It's 1-1.
Ike just looks like he has fun playing baseball every time he comes out.
Upright stance, 1-1 pitch. There's a called strike at the belt. So he has seen a couple now.
That was a good pitch by Hall. Looked like it ran in on Irish.
And Hall gets ahead of his first Auburn hitter. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Got him chasing down and away with a off-speed pitch. And so Hall retires Auburn in order in the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the second. No score at Plainsman Park.
Fine dining meets Southern comfort at Vintage 2298, Auburn's newest fine dining restaurant and butcher shop. Chef Randall Baldwin and wife Laura present Gulf cuisine with a Southern flair, made fresh farm to table. Enjoy lunch in the butcher shop, brunch on the weekends at Vintage 2298, where the staff raises the bar on service. Private dining and event space is also available. Experience Vintage 2298 this new year.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
So funny how different one game can be from the last one, right? Last night, 7 total runs in the first inning last night, and well, now we're scoreless as we go to the second.
Just one hard hit ball so far after the first inning.
I wonder if any of that is you get all amped up for the opener.
Oh, yeah.
And the next day it's 46, 47 degrees.
It's game 2 of 56 now.
Yeah,
now it's cold weather and good crowd on hand and still coming in here,
That's right. All right, it'll be Nunnally, Davis, and Williams. 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Joseph Gonzalez, 16 pitches, but he actually only threw 14 in that first inning.
Yeah.
First pitch of this at bat, right down the middle. Strike 1 to Nunnally. Nunnally hit a 2-run homer in the first inning last night. That was his only hit of the ball game. Left-handed hitter, deep knee bend. Gonzalez rocks and fires. Fouled off left side, 0-2. Joseph throwing strikes. This is the third batter in the first 5 of the game that he's gotten ahead 0-2.
Tiger Terrace filling up, parking lot, parking deck. A lot of folks out there. The back 40 starting to fill in on a cool day.
0-2. Called strike 3. Just froze him with a fastball, inner half. Second strikeout, both looking. The K counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. Defense wheels back around against a right-handed batter into their standard spots. In fact, Hernandez, the second baseman, slides over a little more toward the bag at second. Wonder if they'll pitch in. They sure do. Inside, ball 1.
That looked like the straight fastball ran in high and inside.
Gonzalez kicks, plants, fires, misses in, 2-0. His walk to Carinci was a 4-pitch walk last inning where he came inside really the entire sequence. Could not land on the corner. The 2-0 swung on and missed. Back on that inside edge again. 2-1 to Davis. Davis was 0 for 3 in last night's ball game. Senior third baseman, right-handed hitter, 2-1 pitch. Is grounded off of his foot at the plate, and the count's even at 2-2. Nice job by Joseph to battle back.
Looks like Auburn's got a little better book on the guys in the lineup today than perhaps they did coming into last night when they really didn't have a lot.
Long look in, now Gonzalez ready. The 2-2 pitch.
Oh.
Hit him. Came in with the fastball too far. And Davis is aboard for Max Williams.
So Auburn looking for the twin killing again here. Max Williams last night drove in a run on a 1-for-3 night.
Runner at first, Williams with a homer in that first inning. Fouls the pitch off to the left here, 0-1.
He tried to go to left with that, you could tell. Kept his hands way back and was just late with it.
Irish yet to be tested on the base paths. Short lead at first, not going to happen here. The pitch is inside to Williams, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Auburn moves the shift even farther around to the right side.
Williams, 4 homers, 14 RBIs last year for the Colonels. And the runner goes. Pitch is swung and missed. Throw to second is not in time. It was to the left side of the bag. And so Weiss had to reach across his body and bring the glove back around. Close play, but Davis swipes second base.
Yeah, Davis had a great jump on Gonzalez as well then.
Yeah. So Davis stole 1 base last year. He's successful here. The count goes to 1-2. Williams swung and missed at the pitch, so now he's behind. And the 1-2 will have to wait. There's a throw to second. And Davis is back standing.
And Auburn still keeping the shift way around to the right side. Cooper Weiss playing to the right side of second base a couple of steps.
Well, and Green with a runner at second can't slide over as close to short. So that opens up the hole even more on that left side. The pitch popped up, left side out of play. Understand that today foul balls, when fans gather them, they can return them for a baseball signed by John Armstrong.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You got to be brave if you're going to try to barehand a foul ball in this weather.
Today, for sure.
Or crazy, one or the other. Maybe both.
1-2 on the way to Williams. Shortened his swing, lifted it up and over and out of play again.
Yeah, I think he's trying to go to left. He's just a little bit late. He's
protecting the plate well with 2 strikes,
he is.
too. Saw Sullivan do that earlier before he doubled. Another 1-2 from Gonzalez. Missed down and away, blocked by Irish. Good job again by Ike. 2-2. He's kept a couple of runners from advancing here in the early stages of this game. No score. We're in the top of the second. 1 on, 1 out for Eastern Kentucky. Gonzalez about to throw his 28th pitch. It's on the way. And it is lifted high and deep to right. It is
foul.
Curving foul. Boy.
That was a no-doubter, but it had the big hook on it.
Man.
And he rode it way out of here.
Absolutely unloaded, but was just a little bit early. See what Joseph comes up with here. 2-2. Dribbled foul at the plate. Really good at bat by Williams.
This will be pitch number 8 of the at-bat.
Yeah. Yeah, a little over almost a quarter of the pitches he's thrown in the game in this at bat to Williams, the right fielder. Another 2-2 on the way. Way outside, and the count's full. Outfield straight away. Base hit here could put EKU on the board. Long look in by Joseph. And he steps off and throws to second because the pitch clock was down to 1.
Yeah, he had to step off and throw it somewhere then.
Yep. So the pitch clock resets. 1 check of second, now comes home, and he missed outside. He lost it. So the walk puts Williams down at first base.
That was a great at bat by Max Williams.
And so now 2 on with 1 out. Similar to last inning when they got a couple on with 1 out.
And you know you got a pitcher out there on a pitch count. He's up to 36 now.
Yeah. First pitch to Franklin. Misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. And ground ball here would do the trick, just like last inning. Gonzalez leans over, now straightens up. No check of second, fires home. Bouncing ball up the middle. There's Hernandez, steps on the bag at second, throws to first low, bounce. McMurray digs it out, double play. 4-3 double play. How about the Auburn infield? 2 double plays in each of the first 2 innings to slam the door on Eastern Kentucky. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. To the bottom of the second we go. No score between Auburn and Eastern Kentucky.
From day one back in 1907, Auburn Bank's mission has been clear: to serve our community, see businesses flourish, and improve lives locally by making sound business decisions and responding with care every day. Today, we continue to fulfill our mission with a team of local, commercial, and consumer lenders who are ready to help meet your needs and goals. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, online at auburnbank.com.
Auburn made here. At Jewelry by Design, we are honored to design and hand make officially licensed Auburn University jewelry. All designs are limited edition or one of a kind and made here in our store. Jewelry by Design, proudly making Auburn jewelry in Auburn. Come by to see all of our fabulous designs or let us make you one. Follow us at jbdauburn.com. War Eagle from Jewelry by Design, located at 590 North Dean Road in Auburn.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Along with Paul Ellen, I'm Brad Law. Steve Whitten in the AU 100 studios today. Auburn comes to bat in the bottom of the second. No score between the Tigers and Colonels. It'll be the middle third. Pierce, McMurray, and Stanfield for the Tigers. We talked about this last night, Paul. There's so much experience in this lineup for Auburn. And there's a swing and a foul off to the right, out of play.
Yeah, when you talk about McMurray and Pierce, Irish, Stanfield all coming back, along with Caden Green. Don't forget him.
And that's
the guys Auburn brought in. There's room for optimism here. A lot of room for optimism.
Pitch misses a little bit high to Pierce. Good eye by Bobby. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, Hernandez and Mainers were Jack State's top 2 hitters a season ago. They played a lot of baseball. There's a swing, a cue shot up the right side, foul, 1 and 2. Christian Hall played a lot for UAB. He's an established, powerful hitter. Cooper Weiss, a grad transfer from Miami of Ohio, following a career at Coastal Carolina. He's played a ton of baseball. You just got a lot of experience in the lineup. 1-2, off-speed pitch. Bobby was early and under it, and he fouled it back on top of the net. It rolls down and back to the turf. 1 and 2 to Pierce. Bobby 1 for 4, a walk, 2 runs scored in last night's game. And he swings and pounds it into the dirt, and it bounces over into the EKU dugout.
That ball he hit was only a single, but it might have been, other than the Irish home run, the hardest hit ball of the night.
Straight laser right up the middle.
It was a Tiger Woods 2-iron right down the middle of the field.
1-2 off speed. He loops it foul again, up the net and down the net. And right into the $5,000 Plinko slot. Actually, it rolled all the way back to home plate. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Just underway, bottom of the second, scoreless game. EKU has the game's only hit. 1-2 pitch.
Whoa.
Up and in. Backed him up a little bit. Turned him around. What do you call those?
Little low bridge there.
There you go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if he tries to come down and away after going up and in. All to the plate. Nope, came in again. Fouled off to the right. Still 2-2, and a nice little battle brewing here between Bobby and Quentin Hall. The second inning is brought to you by Southern Union. There's a new path to the Plains. It runs through Southern Union State Community College. Move seamlessly to Auburn to complete a bachelor's degree in selected programs by taking courses at Southern Union and Auburn concurrently at Southern Union's tuition rates. 2-2 popped up. On the infield, left side, who wants it? Third baseman Davis is over. On the grass, he makes the catch. And that's out number 1. 3 fly ball outs and a ground out so far for Hall in the game.
Yeah, Hall's been pretty efficient so far.
Now here's Cooper McMurray. McMurray drew 3 walks and scored 3 runs. His eye is one of his strongest suits. First pitch is at the knees and on the outside corner. 4 strike 1. Wind in the delivery. Fly ball left center field. He got a good bit of it, but not all of it. Deep left center, and Sullivan tracks it down for the second out.
Wrong part of the ballpark, too. He got a little bit under it and gave Sullivan time to get over in left center field and pull it in.
That sounded full off the bat.
Yeah, it did. Might have been in on below the trademark a little bit,
Maybe
not the sweet spot.
All right, here's Chris Stanfield. He drove in 4 runs, 3-run homer, and he walked 3 times. And he grounds one past a diving second baseman into right field for Auburn's first hit of the ball game. Stanfield on base again. 5th time he's been on base to open the season.
And with 2 out, even with a lefty on, you'll probably see him trying at least to get a good enough lead or a good enough jump to run here.
Love that he went the other way.
Yep.
Good piece of 2-out hitting there from Stanfield. Jumped on the first pitch and went to right. 9 steals last year for Chris. First pitch is down in the dirt to Weiss. Ball 1. Does Auburn test Schaefer here with 2 outs? No score. Bottom of the second. Stanfield at first, 2 down. Pitch. That's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Wind blowing across the field out toward right. Hall comes set and delivers. And misses inside.
Well, you're probably not going to see anything in action here. And it looks like Gabe Gross's hands are cold, so he's keeping them in the pocket. So not a lot of signals going across the diamond right now.
You know what to do, 3-0. Here's the pitch. It is taken, and it is called a strike. It's 3-1. That's been a strike a couple of times today. That corner inside to righties and on the low part of the zone.
Yep.
Home plate umpire James Ainsworth set up on the inside there between the hitter and the catcher, and the pitch misses outside. That's ball 4. So the first walk after Auburn drew 12 in last night's ball game. First walk of the game issued to Cooper Weiss. He's at first, Stanfield down to second, and here is Christian Hall.
And Christian Hall is first at bat for Auburn, grad transfer, led UAB in homers last year. with 8. Bats from the left side against the lefty, and he steps in with a big, wide stance. First time Auburn's had a man in scoring position in the game.
This guy hit Auburn well the last 2 years as a UAB Blazer, and he takes a strike on the high part of the strike zone here, nothing in one.
I don't think Christian really appreciated that call.
It's the knee to the middle of the chest. That is the low-high strike zone range. And that was the middle-ish of the chest. Here's the 0-1. That misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hall, 258 last year for UAB. Started 53 games, had 34 total bases, 433 slugging percentage. Second on the team in doubles, second in on-base percentage as well for UAB. The 1-1 pitch is way outside. 2 balls and a strike. And his look at the plate is not all that dissimilar to a Cooper McMurray.
No. They give him a gap between second and the second baseman. Second baseman way around in short right field and over toward the bag at first.
Play him to pull the pitch. Fouled back, took a mean cut at one that was up and a little in, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Hall the DH today, with Caden Green behind him, hoping for a chance to hit. 2 outs, 2 on, bottom of the second, no score. Pitch to Hall. Way outside and low, 3-2.
Well, good speed on the bases, and they're going to be taken off here.
Yep. Weiss from first, Stanfield from second. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at an off speed. He threw him a changeup, and Hall, you could see him start, and then he couldn't stop. He couldn't pull back. And a nicely pitched sequence by Hall to get the strikeout and into the Auburn threat. No runs on a hit, no errors, 2 left for the Tigers in the second inning. We go to the third, still no score between Auburn and Eastern Kentucky.
Hey Auburn, stop dealing with unreliable network copiers, printers, and scanners and waiting days for service. ABS Business Systems of Auburn is your AU alumni-owned and operated local solution. A full-line Canon, Lexmark, Toshiba, and Ricoh dealer, ABS of Auburn specializes in smooth, efficient office operations. Get the systems, tools, and expertise you need, plus reliable support that's always on call.
ABS of Auburn, how may we help you?
Call 334-329-7000 to schedule a free on-site consultation today. War Eagle.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
All right, back at Plainsman Park, along with Paul Ellen, I'm Brad Law. We're just talking among ourselves here
we'll
in
just
the booth.
Keep the conversation going here. Joseph Gonzalez back out on the mound. He's at 38 pitches, but 2 of them he didn't throw.
Well,
because of the illegal pitch calls.
He's at 36.
So 36 throws.
Yeah, no, 34 throws. The scoreboard is at 36.
Okay.
But the scoreboard counts the 2 illegal pitches. He hasn't thrown 36 pitches. He's thrown 34.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So the actual pitch count, if you want to be technical, and they may want to if they're working on that pitch count.
I'm sure Joseph wants them to be technical when it comes to that. So
that's right.
Regardless, Auburn has populated the bullpen, and so this is likely to be Joseph's last inning. We'll see.
Yeah, very possible unless it's just one of those super efficient type of innings. And the first pitch to Peralta misses down and in for ball 1. Peralta's first at bat here today. He was 2 for 3. He's the only Colonel with a multi-hit game last night, 2 for 3. And he takes ball 2 inside. Peralta scored 2 of their 6 runs.
Working inside to right-handers is where Gonzalez has struggled a little bit through the first 2 innings.
2-0 pitch, way inside, 3-0. Yeah, you're right. It's been his least consistent location. So the 3-0 to the number 9 hitter Peralta. Kicking the pitch. Yeah, missed a little bit low. Irish tried to frame it, but didn't get the call. So Peralta's at first with nobody out. They've had base runners in all 3 innings now, but Auburn's infield has been fantastic. Weiss started a 6-4-3 double play to end the first, and then Hernandez a 4-3 double play in the second.
3 bases on balls and a hit batter for Joe Gonzalez. That's very unusual.
Yeah.
Only 1 hit, and here's the guy who got it.
Back to the top of the order, DJ Sullivan, after a long at bat to open the ball game, he gets the head of the bunt, or head of the bat back on a bunt attempt. 1 ball, no strikes.
5 straight balls from Gonzalez to start the 3rd.
The last 2 were pretty close.
Yeah.
See if Peralta does any running. They've already stolen 1 base today. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball, left field, long run, Mainers. Now he slows up and makes the catch. Back to first goes Peralta. That's the first fly ball out for the Colonels today. We've seen them foul off a lot. Left-handed hitters behind and fouling it off to the left side. That one stayed in fair territory.
Against Gonzalez, so we've seen their left-hand hitters trying to go to left a little bit. And with Auburn's playing the shift, playing them to pull, because Gonzalez, that sinker ball, promotes a pull.
Here's Carinci. Carinci walked in his first at bat, and he takes ball 1 low here.
And Gonzalez is not missing by much at all.
Especially the last
2 hitters particularly, yeah.
Throw to first. Peralta dives back in. Well, 3 hours from right now, the men's basketball broadcast will be underway. What a day on this campus, huh?
Absolutely.
Here's the 1-0 pitch to Carinci. Lifts it into the air just beyond second base. Back goes Hernandez, makes an over-the-shoulder catch. That's a more difficult play than he made that look. Catch made by Hernandez for the 2nd out.
Yeah, that was an outstanding play because Pierce was going to have a hard time getting to the ball. The wind was blowing it toward Pierce and away from Hernandez, and Hernandez ran it down and made it look relatively easy for out number 2.
All right, so there's the 2nd out. Now LaReal is the batter. LaReal takes. Whew. A little outside, I think, 1-0. Gonzalez got ahead of almost everybody the first 2 innings, with the exception of the walks. He's fallen behind here in the 3rd. The stretch and the 1-0. Missed down and away. He's missed a lot more arm side than he has glove side today, in general, righties or against righties or lefties. Still trying to dial that in. Here's the 2-0. Bouncing ball right side. Hernandez playing on the edge of the outfield grass. Makes the grab and throws to first. How about that? A leadoff walk, and then Gonzalez gets the next 3 in order. I don't know. Do you think we see him out there in the 4th?
Well, they're not working real hard in the bullpen
yet. And that was a pretty efficient inning.
Yes, it
too.
was.
So, all right, no runs, hits, or errors, and another Colonel left stranded. We've played 2.5 at Plainsman Park. Game 2 of the series, game 2 of the season, and we're scoreless.
Need great gifts for your family, friends, clients, and colleagues? You have to try Buff City Soap. Their soap, oils, body butters, bath bombs, candles, wax melts, and laundry soaps are delightful. Pick from a variety of handmade goodies with plant-based ingredients that delight your skin and smell wonderful. See partywithbuff.com to schedule your party or visit buffcitysoap.com to check out their many alternatives. Try the free short-term parking at the 320 West Magnolia Avenue building in downtown Auburn and fall in love with Buff City Soap.
At Reynolds Outdoors, they're all about hunting and fishing and loving the great outdoors every day. And if you are too, you'll love the great selection of guns and ammo, bows and arrows, rods and reels, gear and apparel. As an independent family business, Reynolds Outdoors can offer top brand names at hometown prices, plus friendly, local, expert service. So before you hit the woods, the field, or the water, head to Reynolds Outdoors on Geneva Street, Opelika, on Facebook and Instagram, and at reynoldsoutdoors.net.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still a scoreless game and a well-pitched game so far for both of these teams, Auburn and Eastern Kentucky, after a bit of a slugfest last night that really got started early on. Here it's 0-0 going to the bottom of the 3rd, and Auburn will send up 9-1-2 to face the lefty Quentin Hall for the Colonels. Brad?
All right, Caden Green gets it started. He watches strike one, 0-1. Well, they send up, Auburn sends up 9-1 and 2, and we brought in one. We brought in Athletics Director John Cohen joining us in the booth as Green watches strike two. He's in a hole here, 0-2. John, what a tremendous weekend at Plainsman Park. What a night last night for sure. Wind in the 0-2 pitch. Oh, it hit him. Green hit by the pitch. He's headed down to first.
I just, first of all, you guys are doing a great job up here with the play-by-play and the analysis, but you're doing a terrible job of scoring runs.
Yeah, so far.
So I'm stepping in, and I just got an HBP, and we're going to get this thing going right now.
It's time. It's time.
We'll take it.
Gabe,
I'm not too proud. We'll take it.
Gabe's got the hands out of the pockets finally down at third base, so maybe we got something going on here.
Giving some signals to Javon Hernandez. He flied out to left field.
Well, you got speed at the plate and speed on first.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
You got the AD up here who knows a little about baseball, ready to get something going.
Yeah, it does feel a little, the energy feels a little different now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I have that effect on people.
Hernandez takes a ball outside. Green gets his lead from first. And the pitch. Off speed, misses high, 2-0.
Hey, guys, have we ever, I've been doing this a while. Have we ever seen 4 balks in
an inning
and
and
a half?
Yeah.
An inning and a third? Yeah, I guess there isn't a half inning, a third of an inning. That was pretty remarkable last night.
Yeah, he got into a spot. The pitch to Hernandez high, and is now 3-0.
But he was an equal opportunity balker because he balked like 3 different types of ways.
Oh, yeah. He balked one to first and one to second and one to home.
Well, he bounced out one time.
Yeah.
Then he had a set position twice the next. I mean, he did it many ways.
3-0 misses outside. It's a 4-pitch walk to Hernandez after Hall hit Green. And Auburn has, without a hit here in the third, they've got runners at first and second.
This looks like one of your rallies at Mississippi State, you know. A base on balls, a hit batter, and then a double, right?
Hey, guys, all I got to do is put on a headset and we're going. Yeah. We're moving. It really helps these 2 guys we got walking up to the plate. That helps a little bit also.
The next 2 makes it easy to coach, don't they?
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Auburn here. Mainers with 2 on and nobody out. Hall looks to second, comes home. Mainers bunts. Oh, he popped up the bunt. Back behind the plate, and the catcher's got a catch. Oh, he bobbled it. He nearly dropped it, but Schaefer made the catch. 1 away.
So that's one of those moments you got to make a decision as a hitter. Yeah. Gabe Rose will do a great job with this. Are we bunting for a hit, or are we going to sacrifice here?
Yeah. That one's on Paul and me.
Yeah,
that one's not yours.
We'll take the heat.
We take that one
because I think he couldn't. He. It was probably supposed to be a sacrifice, but he couldn't resist trying to drop it down.
You got to plant your feet and give yourself up and move those guys.
Here's Irish. Ike takes a changeup for a strike.
You notice that I picked the inning where Ike Irish is going to walk the field.
Well, just a smart tactician there.
And the flag standing straight out to right center, Brad.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's been swirling throughout the game. 0-1, way upstairs, a ball and a strike.
By the way, you guys had a guest on the air last night. He was a big fella, big athletic-looking guy.
Kind of like today.
57 years old. He looks like he could still play. Was he good? I can't remember his name. Frank something?
The Big Hurt. He was outstanding. 1-1 pitch. Fouled back, hard off the brick, and all the way back to the mound. A ball and 2 strikes to Irish. No, having Frank here, and I know he was on College Game Day this morning, but for Frank to be around and to have the influence and the opening of the Hall of Fame club, I mean, I don't think you could ask for a whole lot better.
Well, Frank's a great human being.
Yeah.
His family's here with him. His knowledge of the game is off the charts, and of course his ability as a player was unmatched.
1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him swinging in a changeup on the inner half. 2 down. And if Auburn wants to move these runners along, it'll be up to Bobby Pierce here in the third.
Bobby's taking good swings. He hit the pop-up last time up, but he's taking good swings. He's on this. He's going to find some barrel here, right here. You can just feel it.
His reputation precedes him. You can see the outfielders backing up a couple of steps as he walks in.
Wind still blowing out to right. First pitch to Pierce is low, ball 1. Hall has been a little more effective the second time through with his changeup. Bottom of the third, no score. 2 on for the Tigers. Auburn's athletics director, John Cohen, joining us in the booth. 1-0 pitch. That's right through there for a strike. 1-1. The Hall of Fame Club is just one of the experiences and the upgrades here at this ballpark, and it speaks to, I mean, rather than talk about them individually, which we'll do plenty of throughout this year. 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1 to Pierce. Just the overall growth, expansion, the program and everything around it, you just feel it moving to new levels.
Yeah, it's kind of the leadoff man, if you will. It's the first step.
2-1 pitch. Inside corner for a strike. It's 2-2.
Yeah, he likes that inner half, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
You know, when Bobby's going good, he's going to shorten up and really take the legs out of it and just flick the hands at this thing and make somebody make a play with 2 outs.
There's a fly ball to right. Going back is Williams, still going to the warning track. He can't make the catch. He slams into the wall. With 2 outs, runners are moving. They'll both score. Pierce on his way to third. He's in with a stand-up 2-run triple. Auburn is on the board. It's 2-0 Tigers.
You're welcome. You know, the wind is blowing out to right field. That wind out of the northwest. But, guys, I just want to tell you, as a hitter, you got to create that barrel angle and let the wind help you, and that's exactly what Bobby did. That ball hit off the base of the wall right there.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was going to get out. The wind was blowing, but you're right. That ball had some carry regardless. It was a tough play for Williams out there.
He was not playing as deep as the left and center fielders were playing, and so his run to go was longer. He had further to go and wasn't able to track it. McMurray takes ball 1 low. Well, you talk about a guy that recognizes the strike zone.
Yeah.
Cooper McMurray does that. 1-0 pitch. Fly ball right center field. He hit it a long way. He hit it out. Cooper McMurray's first home run of the season. A 2-run blast to right, and it's 4-0 Auburn.
Well, with the wind blowing out, that was a no-doubter. I don't think that would have had much doubt without the wind blowing out.
No.
That was kind of Ruthian. It went straight up and just kept going.
A lot of barrel to baseball right there. And Cooper McMurray can just flat out hit. I mean, he is a hitter, and he has the mentality of a hitter. And again, he creates the barrel angle to the part of the ballpark that's going to play a little smaller today, and that's smart.
Here's Chris Stanfield. Shows bunt, pulls back, 1-0.
I tell you what, you lean in. It's a great time to bunt after a home run.
Yeah.
That's something Gabe really believes in, and I love it. You lean in, though, and that pitch is up and in, and you're really exposed.
1-0. Fly ball, left center field. A lot of air under this one. That ball is deep. It is down off the wall. Stanfield headed for third. He's in with a head-first slide. It's a triple for Stanfield. And the beat goes on here in the third.
That was interesting. The ball hit so close to the wall, it bounced up and hit the bottom of the cushion and just stayed there.
Yeah.
And Stanfield, rounding first, saw that, and there was no doubt when he hit second, he was going to third because neither outfielder could get to the ball. They both had a long run, and it didn't come off the wall at all.
Didn't come off and kick back to either one of them, yeah. And a meeting on the mound here. Chris Prothro, the head coach, he makes the mound visits. He's got the entire infield drawn in. Chris Stanfield with a triple. Auburn's third straight extra base hit. Stanfield's second hit of the ball game.
2 triples around a home run. That's a sandwich you don't often see.
And John, of course, will be with us for the duration of the ball game.
Maybe the rest of the season.
Well, first, a couple of things here. Chris Prothro, the head coach at Eastern Kentucky, there's a couple of things. He had the huge disadvantage of having played for John Cohen at one point in his career at Northwestern Louisiana, and he knows what he's doing. He's going to get a lot out of these kids. You know, this is one of those tough situations. You're at an SEC school. Your kids are not used to this type of environment, and you got to settle your guy down. He's pitched well through 2, and now he's got to hold it to 4. And that was the
second
message.
time through the order. Makes a big difference.
No doubt.
Here's Weiss. Weiss takes the ball downstairs, 1-0. Weiss, the 8th man to bat here in the inning. Cooper walked last inning. 4-0 Tigers. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch. Swing. Oh, my goodness. Line drive caught by Davis at 3rd. What a catch. Weiss couldn't have hit that ball a lot harder than he did.
And he's
tattooed
playing
it.
in. I
Yeah.
mean, he's 10 feet in front of the bag right there also.
Man, an impressive catch, but an impressive inning for Auburn. They got a hit, batter, and walk to start it, and they took advantage of it. A 2-run triple by Pierce, 2-run homer by McMurray, and we're going to go to the 4th inning with a new score, Auburn 4 and Eastern Kentucky nothing. The 3rd inning was brought to you by the Vance Law Firm, where the phone number is easy to remember. They say dial 3 for me, 334-333-3333. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Russell Building Supply is your hometown home improvement store. You'll find what you need when you need it. And as a Russell Rewards member, you'll be in the know about monthly specials and exclusive offers. Russell Building Supply, East University in Auburn, across from Cary Creek Publix.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Summer Village of Auburn is here for you and your family. A senior living community with 3 convenient locations offering a continuum of care with independent and assisted living, as well as memory care. Loving caregivers and on-site therapy, residents and families will have peace of mind. For over 20 years, we have been a part of the Auburn community and know that the next steps for you or your loved ones can be difficult. Summer Village, experience a lifestyle that offers everything you want and a place where your heart and soul will feel at home.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
4-0 Auburn as we go to the 4th inning, and we turn things over to my broadcast partner, Paul Ellen.
All right, thank you very much, Brad. Joseph Gonzalez out with a 4-run lead very suddenly to work in the top of the 4th inning, and the first pitch misses inside for ball 1. That's been his miss as Silas Schaefer, catcher, leads things off. Schaefer hit into a 6-4-3 double play his first trip. Next pitch low and away, and it's suddenly 2-0. Gonzalez works quickly, and he generally works low in the zone. 2-0 pitch is bounced towards short again. Shortstop charging, Weiss to first, a little bit high, but a good play by McMurray, and there's one down on the 6-3 ground out by Silas Schaefer. Hey, Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. From first aid care in today's game to cancer care at the Spencer Cancer Center, East Alabama Health is a team player you can rely on day after day. Tate Nunley showed a little long ball last night, is up. He struck out looking. His first time against Gonzalez, pops this one foul and out of play down the left field line. I'll tell you what, Brad, John, this crowd is really filled in on a 47-degree day.
Absolutely. A lot of folks coming in prior to the big basketball game tonight.
Yeah.
Great crowd.
0-1 pitch on the way. Misses low and away, and the count evens up to Nunley.
What's your perspective on Joseph Gonzalez?
Yeah, here's the thing. You know, he had the shoulder issue last year. He's coming back. You don't want his first start to be in this type of weather, but you got to put him out there.
Pitch is lined to right. Pierce comes in 2 steps and makes the play for out number 2. Hard hit ball by Nunley, but Bobby Pierce was positioned correctly and made the play.
You know, that one situation right there, that one pitch is hit hard for sure, but it's a 3 or less pitch at bat. And more times than not, if that ball is put in play in 3 or less pitches, you're going to find it out somewhere. It's that 5, 6, 7, 8 pitch at bat. That ball's going to be a dribbler somewhere, and it's going to find a hole.
Here's Connor Davis. Bounces this one to short on the first pitch. Deep in the hole is Weiss. Low throw and scooped by McMurray. And what an inning by Joseph Gonzalez as he strolls off. He got him in a hurry. That one's 6-3 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pitch inning by my count, Brad. And 3 up, 3 down for the Colonels. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left. Middle of the 4th. It's Auburn 4 Eastern Kentucky nothing. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Did you know one of the most advanced screening and diagnostic imaging centers in the country is located right here in our community? Bridgeway Diagnostics is the first in the country to purchase GE low-dose 3D mammography and first in the entire region to bring you 3D breast ultrasound. First to bring you artificial intelligence software looking behind the radiologist to detect irregularities. Ask for Bridgeway for all of your screening and diagnostic needs. Find out more at 2bridgeway.com. That's the number 2, bridgeway.com. The Gooch Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's newest premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and our calendar of events online at goochcenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu or call the box office at 334-844.
I tell you, the weatherman missed it on the wind.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
We're headed to the bottom of the fourth inning. Auburn will send up 8-9-1 here in the fourth as Quentin Hall still out there, the lefty for Eastern Kentucky. Auburn got 4 fast runs an inning ago to take that 4-0 lead. First pitch to Hall, strike 1.
There is a right-hander warming up for Eastern Kentucky. I can't see the number, but they've got some action in the bullpen.
Pitch to Hall, or pitch to Hall is popped into short center and taken for out number 1. Center fielder Ron Franklin had plenty of time to come in and get under that one for the out. Both these pitchers have been relatively efficient despite a couple of walks and hit batters, and that may be it for Quentin Hall here.
Yep, I think so. Yeah, the
Yeah,
righty
Hall's
that had
he's already headed for the dugout, and the right-hander coming in. So we will have a Kaneka call to the bullpen.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for Big City Steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjordan Parkway and Wire Road.
Auburn High School baseball is on.
All right, a pitching change here for Eastern Kentucky. And the new pitcher is number 40, Riker Walton. He is a junior from Potosi, Missouri, and Mineral Area Community College. A couple of guys that they got in the offseason from Mineral Area Community College. He started 14 games at the JUCO level a season ago. He was 6-6 with a 3.46 earned run average, 78 innings pitched, 62 hits, 39 walks, and 111 strikeouts in 78 innings last year in the JUCO ranks. Hall, 3 1/3, 4 runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. He hit a batter. Hall threw 60 pitches, 35 of them for strikes. And now Riker Walton is the new pitcher, 6'3", 220, the right-hander.
I guess we can surmise from those statistics that he is a fastball-oriented pitcher. He's not on our scouting report, so we'll find out very quickly. What he has here is he'll face Caden Green. Batting for the Tigers with 1 out here in the 4th inning. The pitching change by Eastern Kentucky after, and I guess you could surmise from that as well that Quentin Hall was on a pitch count as well.
Yeah, he got right at 60, and that was it. Cold day.
First pitch taken for a strike by Green.
John, this lineup with all of the experience.
Whew. Yeah, it's a great lineup coming back. By the way, Walton pitched at the MAC. They call it the MAC, Mineral Area Community College. And by the way, there's been a lot of good players who come through that junior college. Just on 90-91 mile-an-hour fastball right there, trying to work away from Green.
0-1, or the 1-0 was back to the screen. The 1-1 is grounded to short. A good stretch by the first baseman, L'Oreal, and they get Caden Green on the bouncer to short for out number 2.
Do coaches typically talk to pitchers about throwing any more or less of a particular pitch when the weather is cooler like it is today?
You know what? It's different every single day. It's like a basketball player. Sometimes you're just not seeing the basket well, and they're not hitting shots, so you got to do something different. So if you're commanding your breaking ball, as he did right there, he just threw a really good breaking ball.
Hernandez took it for a strike, by the way.
If you're commanding that pitch, then throw that pitch. People think you immediately go to the fastball if you can't command, but you might not have command of your fastball on that day.
0-1 is up high. Scoreboard showed it at 98. Could that be right?
No,
Maybe so. I don't think so.
That would not be right.
No, I don't think so. Count evens at 1-1. Pitch is back to the screen again. And I'll tell you, we've seen the example a couple of times. That new seating section behind home plate, the ball comes off that wall in a hurry.
It's what you call home court or home field advantage right there.
Absolutely.
Because we're going to make that work for us.
2-1 pitch is popped straight up. If it comes down, someone should catch it. It may be the third baseman moving over near the shortstop position, and Connor Davis makes the play for out number 3. So Auburn goes in order here in the 4th. No runs, hits, or errors, and nobody left. We'll go to the 5th inning. With Auburn leading 4-0, Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shig-Jordan Parkway and Wire Road.
Well, we head to the top of the 5th inning.
Auburn High School baseball is on 96.3 W. Lee.
Presented by
the Orthopedic Clinic, Auburn Bank, Russell Building Supply, and Southern Union.
Also brought to you by
Gouge Performing Arts Center, Franklin Tire and Auto, Troy Bank and Trust, the Car Stereo Shop, and University Ace Hardware.
See the broadcast schedule
at 963WLEE.com.
Auburn High School baseball
On 96.3 W. Lee.
An Auburn Network station.
And now we head to the top of the 5th inning. Eastern Kentucky will send up 7, 8, 9 to face Joseph Gonzalez here in the 5th inning.
Coach Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
7-pitch inning in the 4th inning for Gonzalez, and he will face Max Williams, Ron Franklin, and Santiago Peralta here in the top of the 5th inning. Auburn did populate the bullpen during the break between innings, and Max Williams has been very tough in his one at bat so far. Had a 9-pitch at bat his first time up before he drew a base on balls. Gonzalez to the wind, and the pitch misses outside for ball 1.
All right, we've talked about the amenities of the home run or the Hall of Fame club, but John, I want to talk about the experience from those seats being that close to the action.
1-0 foul back, count evens 1-1.
Like velocity looks a lot different when you're that much closer.
You're just putting the fans on the field, and it's a different perspective, and you get to see things like velocity or the sink that Joseph Gonzalez has right now.
There's a fly ball right field. Pierce has it measured, moves over about 5 steps to his right, retires Max Williams for out number 1.
So yeah, we're trying to get the fans more involved and putting them on the playing surface. Same thing in the outfield, trying to bring the students closer to the surface. You know, a year ago they were ground level looking up to the surface. Now they're above it looking down. Just trying to give our fans the best experience possible.
Here's Franklin stepping in from the right side, lines it to third. Great play. Caden Green making the play, diving in fair territory to his right. And he gloved it in the webbing of his glove. That's our defensive play of the game, presented by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites. Caden Green will root him right out, you know, as he dives over the foul line and makes the play on what would have been a double. Two down very quickly.
What was the count? What was the count there?
No count.
First pitch.
First pitch.
Yeah, 3 or less always wins, guys. I'm just telling you.
Fly ball center field. On his horse is Stanfield, right center makes.
Oh,
he dropped the ball on the track, and that's going to go for 2 bases for the number 9 hitter, Peralta. That would have been a 4-pitch inning, and he made that play. I think they'll probably charge that as an error, but we'll see. Looked like Stanfield had reached the ball short of the track and just had to kick off the heel of his glove and fall out there.
Guys, we've seen him make that play 1,000 times. He's just kicking himself. You know, he's still a young player, and you know, he might have overrun that ball and got to it a little quicker than he thought he would.
I think it got low in his glove as he got out into right center field. So, man at second, after just 4 pitches in the inning, we go back to the top of the order, and DJ Sullivan throw to second, and diving back in is Peralta.
I want to make this point. Since the walk to Peralta back in the 3rd inning, 9 straight batters, 8 straight have been retired, but even that on the air was on the first pitch. That's 9 straight 3 or fewer pitch at bats.
And it's just amazing how when you have the 3 or less pitch, guys just happen to be standing in the right place, and they're motivated to make plays. That's engaging your defense, and that's what college baseball is all about.
Stretch by Gonzalez. First pitch is popped up left side. Long run from Mainers in foul territory. Now it's in fair territory, and he dropped it. He overran the ball and dropped it, and a run will score, and a man will be at second. And we'll see how that one scored as well. Probably an E7, I would guess. Mainers got there, but he just overran it as the ball with that spin came back in, out of foul territory really, and back into fair territory.
If you're in that dugout and you're Butch Thompson and you're his coaching staff, you're just going to ask yourself, how comfortable does he look running after the baseball?
Yeah.
Now just a moment ago, Stanfield, he looked extremely comfortable from start to go. He just didn't glove the ball. We looked a little bit uncomfortable in left field right there running to that ball. And this is a great visit by our staff, too, because Joseph Gonzalez has pitched very, very well. He's coming off surgery and some arm issues. Just get him right back where he needs to be and have some success here and get him off the field. That was not his responsibility. He did exactly what he needed to do there, getting a pop-up. But you got to calm him down right here.
Just a short visit on the mound. And Gonzalez set to go 61 pitches here as we play in the 5th inning. And really, that's only 59 because 2 of those he didn't throw the ball.
That's right.
2 pitches were called balls for an illegal motion back in the 1st inning.
There's a lefty in the bullpen for Auburn. I can't quite make out the number.
But you know Joe wants to get this out here with a 4-1 lead.
Right.
And it's second, 2 down. After back-to-back outfield errors, very unusual. First pitch misses low for ball 1.
Psychologically, to finish the 5th inning, how important, how big is that?
It's big. It's big.
For starters love that, don't they?
Yeah. They do, and it would have been really big for him to run off the field on the last pitch, but that's the game.
Carinci took the first pitch for a ball. Second pitch is grounded foul down the third baseline, and the count evens at 1-1.
You know, one of the things I love about Gonzalez, and I know Butch and his staff does too, is his body language is unbelievable. It doesn't matter, good, bad, whatever's happening, he has the same body language. If he has a big miss, he comes right back, good body language, and gets back in the strike zone. And he was struggling early, but really found it in that 2nd, 3rd inning.
Stretch by Gonzalez in the 1-1. On the way, taken for a strike on the outer half, and the count goes to 1-2 on Carinci.
That looked familiar.
We mentioned 2 years ago when Joe Gonzalez really hit his stride and really developed. If you got to him, he better be the first 2 innings.
Zach Crotchfelt is the reliever for Auburn in the bullpen, by the way.
Stretch by Gonzalez, 1-2. Just missed outside and low, and the count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And you see that a lot, I guess, with the sinker ball pitchers. They come out early and they're too strong. The ball doesn't sink in time. And as they get into the game, it starts to sink.
You're right. Velocity's not the friend of the sinker baller.
There's a pitch that just missed the inside corner, and the count goes full now to Carinci. Runner leads at second, DJ Sullivan. It's a 4-1 Auburn lead, top of the 5th inning.
How about a big hop ground ball to shortstop right here?
Stretch by Gonzalez. And the payoff pitch is bounced to third. Green has it, throws to first. Perfect throw, 5-3 on the out, and the inning ends for Joe Gonzalez on the ground out. There was 1 run, no hits, 2 Auburn errors, 1 man left on base. We are in the middle of the 5th. 4-1, Auburn leads. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Hey everybody, this is Jacob Goins, voice of the Lee Scott Warriors. Tune in all baseball season long over on Tiger Country 104.5, home of the Lee Scott Sports Network. Listen live and find the broadcast schedule on tigercountry.net. Lee Scott Academy Baseball over on Tiger Country 104.5 is presented by the Orthopedic Clinic and Auburn Express Towing. Also brought to you by Auburn Bank, Russell Building Supply, and Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Lee Scott Academy Baseball on Tiger Country 104.5, part of the Auburn Network's family of stations.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the Orthopedic Clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the Orthopedic Clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointment today.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
Rikers Walton out there for his second inning of work. The 5th inning brought to you by Wind Creek Hotel and Casino with 3 Alabama locations in Montgomery, Atmore, and Wetumpka. You can escape every day at Wind Creek Casino and Hotel or online at windcreek.com. 4-1 Auburn as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Mason Mainers will lead things off. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Auburn. And there's a ball sky high into center field. Ron Franklin steps back a couple of steps, now has to retreat in plenty of time to make the play for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. The game moving right along. Well, we charged an error to the left fielder, but the official score didn't see it that way. So it will be a single on the pop fly to left and an RBI for the run that is on the board for Eastern Kentucky here.
Yeah. Well, it was a very long run for Mainers.
It was a long run, and it was a difficult play with the ball coming back to him. Here's Ike Irish taking the first pitch for a strike. They have had Irish's number here. That was an off-speed curve, and he took it letter high for a strike. Ike is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Pitch is bounced towards second. Second baseman gloves it backhanded, throws to first for out number 2. Say one thing, the pace of baseball has picked up a bit since the early innings.
It sure has. Well, not just this game in general, but with the new clock rules last year, the pace of play improved by 22 minutes on average across the board. That's significant.
It is indeed. Here's Bobby Pierce. Takes the first pitch as a strike on the outside corner at the knees. Bobby's 1 for 2. Tripled, drove in 2, and scored a run. Walton gets a sign. Pitch on the way, high and away for ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. Walton with a light green glove.
Yeah, Hall before him had a pink glove.
Pitch on the way is lined left center field. Center fielder Franklin over and has time to get there and make the play. And it's a very quick bottom of the 5th as Auburn goes in order. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left. We played 5. It's Auburn 4. And Eastern Kentucky 1. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shug Jordan Parkway and Wire Road.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying, skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
Call to the bullpen for the Tigers. Zach Crotchfelt is in. And I'll tell you what, if I told you that Joseph Gonzalez in his first start in a year would give you 5 innings of 2-hit baseball, giving up 1 unearned run, and that's it.
And under 70 pitches, under 65 pitches, really.
3 walks, 2 strikeouts. The official pitch count was 69, 37 for strikes. But he really only threw the ball 67 times.
Yeah. Outstanding effort from Joseph Gonzalez.
I don't know what else you'd want from that. I really don't. Should have been out, really, truthfully, much earlier than that pitch count and without the runs coming in.
Yeah.
So 2 errors or 1 error in the last inning, but just a terrific outing from Joseph Gonzalez, considering it was his first start in a year. And here's Zach Crotchfelt from Jackson, New Jersey.
Crotchfelt, big lefty, averages over a strikeout an inning. 4, 5, and 6 in the order for Eastern Kentucky here. First pitch is a fast strike to Silas Schaefer. Schaefer 0 for 2, bounced to short his first time up and bounced to short his second time up. Auburn with a big shift on, even with Crotchfelt throwing some heat out there. 0-1, missed somewhere, and the count evens at 1-1.
That was close.
Yeah.
Crotchfelt, 6'3", 215, sophomore. Last year, 1-2 with a 5.62 earned run average, 17 games, 6 starts. 41 2/3 innings pitched, 41 hits, 26 earned runs.
Pitch is low inside, and the count goes to 2-1.
Crotchfelt walked 25, struck out 45 in those 41 2/3 innings a year ago.
This is Lareal and not Schaefer. Lareal, left-hand hitter, takes one that misses close again.
And some of the fans starting to get in the ear of James Ainsworth, the home plate umpire, because of it.
3-1 the count on Lareal. The lefty for Auburn winds, and the pitch on the way is called a strike.
Yeah.
Well,
Lareal had already turned to head to first.
Well, that'll get some calls from the first base dugout.
Yeah.
Both teams not happy with this particular at bat as far as the balls and strikes. Payoff pitch is coming to Lareal. And the pitch on the way. Call strike 3 at the knees on the outside corner.
Fastball at 93 on that outside corner. Sweeping across the plate against the lefty. Tough to deal with. And a nice job of battling back there by Crotchfelt, being down 3-1.
Yeah, and Crotchfelt thought he had thrown a couple of strikes before that.
Yeah.
So
very different look when you get a 93-mile-an-hour fastball from the lefty.
Schaefer fouls the first pitch hard down the right side, hits the netting and falls. And it's 0-1 on the Eastern Kentucky catcher. Schaefer is the one who's grounded short twice. I gave you the wrong information on Lareal. He had struck out and bounced to second. So the middle of the order being handled by Auburn pitching so far. Auburn plays Schaefer straight away. Pitch on the way, the 0-1 in the dirt. The count evens at 1-1.
Zach was really good in his last 2 outings of the year. He didn't pitch in the regional, so he faced Missouri in the regular season and then in the SEC tournament game against Missouri. In those 2 outings, a combined 4 1/3, 2 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts.
1 ball, 1 strike to Schaefer. The pitch on the way missed a little high, I guess, and the count goes to 2-1. Yeah, Zach, you could see his progression last year as a freshman. The last third of the season, he was a handful.
Yeah.
And he throws very hard.
He's got a kind of competitive fire that you want.
Yes,
too.
he does.
He's a competitor.
2-1 on the way is fouled out of play on the right side, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
us into the Beard Eaves parking lot. A full, completely full Beard Eaves parking lot. There's a robotics competition going on.
I wondered what else was happening.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about my car. I'm parked about a mile away.
Yeah.
2-2 is fouled back to the screen. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Colonel catcher. Say that fast 3 times.
Speaking of the Colonel, well, no, I don't know if I should. Yeah. It was a very clever sign. I'll go ahead. One of the most clever signs I thought on College game day today was, "Hey, Kentucky, stick to fried chicken."
2-2 again is popped up down the right side. Foul territory. Long run for everybody, and nobody can get there as it lands down the right field line right in front of the stands. Long run for Pierce, long run for McMurray, and long run for Hernandez, and just fell in no man's land. And the count remains 2-2. Yeah, that's a good sign.
So today on campus, you have your home baseball game with 4,000 plus, basketball at Neville Arena, 9,000 plus, college game day, and the robotics competition, all in one footprint.
2-2 is pop foul, right side again, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Zach touched a little higher there, 94 on the radar gun with that fastball.
Yeah, on a cool day, that's getting it on up there.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to get him right above the thumbs if you're a hitter.
Yeah, I was going to say, that'll sting the hands on a day like today.
Yeah, temperature unofficially has dropped a couple of degrees down to 46 now. The wind, though, has calmed down. Not blowing at all here at Plainsman Park. 2-2 on the way from Crutchfield. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
He took something off there, Paul. That was a changeup up and away.
2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Zach Crutchfield. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. That'll bring up number 5 hitter Tate Nunley. Nunley struck out looking against Gonzalez in the 2nd inning and then lined out hard to Pierce in right field in the 4th. We're in the 6th inning, 4-1 Auburn. There's another liner right at Pierce. He comes in 3 steps and makes the play for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Crutchfield as Eastern Kentucky goes in order in the 6th. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, hits, or errors, nobody left. 4-1, Auburn leads the Colonels here in the middle of the 6th. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and 1 bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
Our members love us.
Oh yes, ever since I got off active duty, they have helped me. I would recommend to anyone, if you really want to get your finances in order, come and see for yourself. I promise you, they will help you get on the path to financial freedom.
4 Seasons Federal Credit Union with 2 local branches. Membership eligibility required. Accounts federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
And we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Auburn leads 4-1. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of Auburn Athletics. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to games or any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, so Tiger fans can fan. Well, Tiger fans are certainly fanning today as they're all over this campus. A lot of things going on. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Cooper McMurray steps in and takes the first pitch inside for ball 1.
I am always surprised and will be surprised all year when he gets a pitch on the inner half.
Well, that one missed inside and probably fortunate for Walton that it did. Pitch is lined high to center field, left center. The left fielder had him played over in the canyon, but the center fielder is going to move over and adjust late. And Ron Franklin makes the play. The wind has come back up after it had gone still. And Franklin got there in plenty of time, but had to make a late adjustment to make that play.
All right, let's talk about as Stanfield comes to the plate. We'll talk about the 2 hits Joseph gave up in a minute. I want to talk about Chris Stanfield and hats off number 3.
First pitch to Stanfield is high for ball 1. Yeah, great NIL.
Yeah.
This is a great way to use NIL, the way Stanfield is doing it.
So
the 1-0 pitch missed a little bit high and inside, 2-0.
You notice as you watch Chris play in center field, very often his hat flies off during a game. And every time that happens, he's going to donate money. Jackson Service is also going to donate money.
2-0 is a strike down the middle, and the count goes 2-1.
Our partner, Jackson Service, is going to donate $100 to the Miracle League of East Alabama every time that hat flies off. So it is fantastic.
There's a foul back to the screen, evening up the count at 2-2.
And so that's a tremendous – it's something, Chris cares about Miracle League. It's something he's investing in personally himself, but our partners, Jackson Service, is also coming along, and there will be announcements on how fans can do the same thing.
Slow curve, swing and a miss for strike 3 for Chris Stanfield for out number 2. And I'll tell you, Rikers Walton has come in and done a job. But that NIL for Stanfield, that's a great way to use
no question.
The NIL money that comes in, and especially if you feel strongly about something.
You're right about Walton, by the way. He's retired 8 in a row. 7 in a row, I'm sorry.
First pitch to Weiss, called a strike on the outer half, and the count is 0-1. Weiss 0 for 1 is lined to third and walked. Yeah, Walton's been very efficient. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. He threw the fastball by him that time.
Well, and he elevated it, but not too much. And he threw it at 90.
Yeah. You show a slow curve back-to-back to the last batter and the first hitter here, and then a fastball. There's a grounder to short, and it's a very quick inning. Throw to first.
Oh.
He held the bag and for out number 3. So Cooper Weiss grounds out, and Auburn goes in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left. We played 6. It's Auburn 4 and Eastern Kentucky 1. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Auburn made here. At Jewelry by Design, we are honored to design and hand make officially licensed Auburn University jewelry. All designs are limited edition or one of a kind and made here in our store. Jewelry by Design, proudly making Auburn jewelry in Auburn. Come by to see all of our fabulous designs or let us make you one. Follow us at jbdauburn.com. War Eagle from Jewelry by Design, located at 590 North Dean Road in Auburn.
Hey Auburn, stop dealing with unreliable network copiers, printers, and scanners and waiting days for service. ABS Business Systems of Auburn is your AU alumni-owned and operated local solution. A full-line Canon, Lexmark, Toshiba, and Ricoh dealer, ABS of Auburn specializes in smooth, efficient office operations. Get the systems, tools, and expertise you need, plus reliable support that's always on call.
ABS of Auburn, how may we help you?
Call 334-329-7000 to schedule a free on-site consultation today. War Eagle.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
Auburn leading Eastern Kentucky 4-1 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait, vaccinate, protect yourself and others, and stay current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.com or .gov, /IMM. Here to take you the rest of the way of this fast-moving game. I hope you can maintain the pace. It's Brad Long.
All right, Paul, thanks. Davis, Williams, and Franklin against Zach Crotchfeld. Crotchfeld got 2 Ks and a flyout in that 6th inning after relieving Joseph Gonzalez. First pitch to Davis. That's right down the middle. Strike 1. So Gonzalez gives up 2 hits. The first was a double to the very first batter of the ball game after a lengthy at-bat.
Yeah.
The other was a ball that was hit down the left field line. Pitches low to Davis, a ball and a strike. Down the left field line with some spin and Mainers had a long way to go to get it, and it was off of his glove and might have been an error. They charged, they gave him a hit. That's it. Those are the 2 hits Joseph Gonzalez gave up in his first start in a year. Check swing, he couldn't hold up. He went around. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Davis.
Yeah, if there hadn't been the early hit, that would not have been charged as a hit.
I think you're probably right. That's a great point. Now, there were walks, and
it
wasn't a perfect start, but it was never going to be.
But it was a good start.
Yeah, 1-2, down and in, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
If you're an Auburn fan, you've got to be really optimistic seeing Joseph Gonzalez work the way he did for 5 innings and only throw less than 70 pitches, 67 pitches.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Crotchfeld looks in, pitch count down to 5, down to 4, now into his motion. The delivery. Fastball lined into left field. That's a base hit for Davis.
Good job of hitting by Davis then.
That's his first hit of the series. Went down to get it. Golfed it into left.
Right in the 6 hole there.
Yeah.
Here's a guy that's been kind of tough. Max Williams worked a walk back in the 2nd inning and hit a fly ball to right that Pierce made a nice play on. Auburn's positioning, given that Auburn had a very limited scout on Eastern Kentucky, the positioning of the fielders has been excellent in this series through a game and a half so far.
First pitch to Williams. High fly ball to right. Pierce has it measured near the warning track. Catch made. 1 down. Top of the 7th inning. It's 4-1 Tigers. Tigers have out hit the Colonels 4-3. Auburn has the game's only error to this point. Ron Franklin is 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play and lined out to 3rd.
Oh. Auburn has 4 hits, but 3 of them went for extra bases.
That's
2
right.
triples and a homer.
Yeah. Stretch in the pitch from Crotchfeld. Off the end of the bat, a little nubber. It's going to float into right field. Shallow right for a bloop single.
Yeah, nothing anybody could do about that one as Franklin got just the bare end of the bat on that ball. It'd be interesting to see a replay to see how much of the bat he actually got on the ball.
Couldn't have gotten much.
No.
As he was running down the first, though, I'm looking, and it's Ron Franklin, and I want to say he's got 5, got 10. He's loose.
I'm sure he's got that Mississippi drawl working too.
Sure.
And Auburn looking for a double play to get out of the inning here as
Peralta.
Crotchfeld in a little bit of trouble.
Peralta has walked and reached on an error. The number 9 hitter. Been aboard 4 times in the series. He had a couple of hits last night. He takes ball 1 down and in.
He reached on the error on the long fly ball to the track in right center and scored the only run for the Cardinals so far.
He could tie the game with 1 swing of the bat, though, as in control as it has felt like Auburn has been in this game. He could tie it with 1 swing, and he tried. He missed a high fastball. That was helmet high. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, he tried to pop that one over the monster.
Yep. Runners get their leads. Davis from second, Franklin from first. 1 out, top of the 7th. Crotchfeld from the stretch. Doesn't even look to second. Just fires home and misses inside with a fastball. It's 2-1. Auburn basketball today. 2 hours from now, they'll be on the air from Neville Arena. 2.5 hours from now, the game will just about be underway. Auburn and Kentucky, a big top 25 matchup. 2-1 to Peralta. That's down the middle. Strike. 2-2. I think Peralta was looking for something else. Some activity in the bullpen for the Tigers, and Everett Tieford, the first-year pitching coach, is out to talk to Crotchfeld.
Interesting time for a meeting on a 2-2 count. And he may make a change here, and I think he's going to.
He sure is. I wonder if did Zach react after that last pitch?
I did not see it, but it's almost like this is an injury change.
Yeah, because Zach doesn't look, he doesn't look like he's in pain, but he also doesn't look particularly happy. I know nobody's happy to come out of a game, but In any event, Crotchfeld is out, and John Armstrong is in for the Tigers, and so we will get some information on John Armstrong when we come back here to Plainsman Park as Auburn makes the Golden Flake call to the bullpen.
Hey everybody, this is Jacob Goins, voice of the Lee Scott Warriors. Tune in all baseball season long over on Tiger Country 104.5, home of the Lee Scott Sports Network. Listen live and find the broadcast schedule on tigercountry.net. Lee Scott Academy Baseball over on Tiger Country 104.5 is presented by the Orthopedic Clinic and Auburn Express Towing. Also brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust and Goose Performing Arts Center. Lee Scott Academy Baseball on Tiger Country 104.5, part of the Auburn Network's family of stations.
John Armstrong is on to pitch for Auburn. For the Tigers, John is a junior out of Marietta, Georgia. Right-hander, 5'11". Throws strikes coming out, generally speaking. A lot of appearances for the Tigers last year. Made 22 appearances, 6-2 record with 2 saves through 36 innings, 34 strikeouts, and 20 bases on balls. Had an earned run average of 5.4, did John Armstrong for the Tigers a year ago. So Armstrong is on to work for Auburn, and we'll have to see what the situation is for Zach Crutchfeld as he leaves with a 2-2 count on Santiago Peralta. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, or 1 out here. In the 7th inning, top of the 7th, Auburn leading 4-1. So we will see what the situation might be. And with
I think they went into the back with Crotchfeld.
Went straight to the training room then.
I think.
Maybe so.
I don't know. He may have already put the jacket on and,
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll monitor that.
Everybody wearing the jacket down there. It's really hard to tell in the dugout today. So,
all right. Well, Armstrong is in.
Tough situation for a bullpen guy, but Armstrong is a veteran and used to this kind of situation as he comes in with runners at first and second, tying run at the plate, 1 out in the 7th.
I'll say this, though, Paul. He didn't have more time than usual to warm up, which you would have seen if it had been an injury change.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch. Steve Reich 3. Fastball. Froze him. 89. Second out. 1 pitch. And there's out number 2.
Well, I'll tell you, you bring him in with a 2-2 count, you're looking at a very different motion. You had the big, powerful Crotchfeld on, and then Armstrong comes in with that little herky-jerky motion and just fires it right over the outer half. So 2 down now with 2 on and back to the top of the order.
D.J. Sullivan, who has a couple of hits today, is pitch misses inside, ball 1.
Yeah, he led off the game with a double, was left stranded, and then drove in a run on a pop fly down the left field line that just landed fair. He's a left-hand hitter.
2 doubles. He's now 3, 4, 7 on the weekend, and the pitch misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Armstrong has appeared in a bunch of games these last 2 years. And 2 years ago in Arlington, he pitched either the Friday or Saturday game. There's an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Sullivan way out in front. It's 2-1. And Coach Thompson told him, he said, "You'll pitch in 100 games here before you're finished." They love his durability. Yeah.
Well, 22 appearances last year, 6-2 and 2 saves. So he's around when the game's on the line.
2-1. Little bit low. 3-1. 2 outs, couple of runners on base. Sullivan. Couple of doubles and a fly out to left. So he's hit it in the air all 3 times. Pulled it once, went the other way twice. 3-1 pitch. Strike on the inside edge. 3-2.
Big pitch here. Runners will be going.
Crowd will get behind Armstrong here a little bit, knowing the situation.
Oh, yeah.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be moving. 4-1 Auburn leads. The pitch misses low and a little in. Ball 4. So everybody moves up. Davis over to third. Franklin down to second. Sullivan the runner at first. And now Justin Carinci. Carinci is yet to get a hit in the series. He walked in the first inning. He has also popped out and grounded out. Bats here with the bases loaded. Armstrong's first pitch, strike one, fastball.
Maybe John getting in the rocking chair a little bit here in this very dicey situation in the top of the 7th inning, a 4-1 Auburn lead.
He works quickly, doesn't he?
He does.
0-1. Missed up and away. Breaking ball.
Yeah, Frisbee kind of curved there. I think that was one he hoped to get a swing at. He did not want that one over the plate.
The 1-1. Bouncing ball too short. Weiss fields, goes the short way, flips it from the glove to second, where Hernandez receives it for the force. And that ends the inning. Eastern Kentucky leaves them loaded in the 7th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and again 3 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 7th inning stretch time at Plainsman Park. Auburn 4, Eastern Kentucky 1.
Need great gifts for your family, friends, clients, and colleagues? You have to try Buff City Soap. Their soap, oils, body butters, bath bombs, candles, wax melts, and laundry soaps are delightful. Pick from a variety of handmade goodies with plant-based ingredients that delight your skin and smell wonderful. See partywithbuff.com to schedule your party or visit buffcitysoap.com to check out their many alternatives. Try the free short-term parking at the 320 West Magnolia Avenue building in downtown Auburn and fall in love with Buff City Soap.
Did you know one of the most advanced screening and diagnostic imaging centers in the country is located right here in our community? Bridgeway Diagnostics is the first in the country to purchase GE low-dose 3D mammography and first in the entire region to bring you 3D breast ultrasound. First to bring you artificial intelligence software looking behind the radiologist to detect irregularities. Ask for Bridgeway for all of your screening and diagnostic needs. Find out more at 2bridgeway.com. That's the number 2, bridgeway.com.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
Oh, a happy crowd at Plainsman Park so far. Tigers lead 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. Hall, Green, and Hernandez. Conecuh Sausage, the official sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage, the game day favorite, and always great on the grill. Pick up a pack at your local grocery store or visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, off I-65 at exit 96. Christian Hall stands in, takes ball 1, up and out. You like the original or the spicy better, Paul?
Oh, I like the original.
Yeah?
Yeah, the original.
1-0 to Hall. Here's the pitch. Called strike, outside corner. Off speed from Walton. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walton has come in. He has retired all 8 that he has faced so far, and now delivers a second strike to Hall. This completes the first time through the order against the right-handed reliever.
Yep.
6'3", 220, dominated in JUCO ranks a year ago. Pitch misses away. It's 2-2. He's not messing around either, is he, with nobody on base?
He may throw a little harder than Armstrong, but very similar tempo. He comes in, gets the ball, throws it.
Pitch clock at 11 when he started his motion 2-2 pitch is a curve that misses low, and the count is full. Wide stance here with 2 strikes for Christian Hall. Closed up his stance a little bit too. Payoff pitch. Ooh. Missed with a fastball up and in, and it's a walk.
Hard pitch to take, but he did take it as it moved just off the inside corner. Auburn with a leadoff man on. You know they'd like a little insurance here.
That is just the second walk issued by Eastern Kentucky pitchers today, and now a pinch runner comes into the ballgame for Auburn. Hall will come out. And
Robertson in.
Okay. Yep, Sam Robertson. Robertson is a freshman from Oxford, Alabama. He was a Yellow Jacket in high school.
Yeah.
So Robertson, the runner at first, and now Caden Green bats for the 3rd time today. He was hit by a pitch, scored a run in the 3rd. He takes a strike on an off-speed pitch here, 0-1. Caden also grounded out to short in the 4th inning. So Walton has allowed his first base runner. Robertson gets his lead from first. 0-1. Hit in the air towards center and over toward right center on a line. Franklin heads over, makes the catch for the first out. Really impressed by Walton. I mean, he has done a terrific job of stabilizing things, and really more than that, he's kept Auburn off balance.
Oh yeah, he's really done a nice job. Only one man reached against him through the first 9 he faced. So, and that was a base on balls on a 3-2 pitch.
Yeah.
So, back to the top of the order, though. You know, Auburn may be trying something here.
Javon Hernandez, third baseman, comes in even with the bag. There goes the runner. Pitch is taken. Throw to second is not in time. And Robertson swipes the bag. Sam Robertson with his first stolen base.
Is that the first stolen base for the Tigers this year?
Yeah, it's the first time they tested Silas Schaefer. Will King was their catcher for a couple of years, and he threw out like 30-plus base stealers last year.
Yeah.
And so that was the first time they tested Schaefer, and Robertson succeeded. So he's in scoring position. Pitch was a strike to Javon Hernandez, and he takes ball 1.
You could almost bet 3-run game, 7th inning, with a runner on in that situation, top of the order up, that Auburn was going to either hit and run or send a runner one way or the other.
1-1 to the right-handed hitting Hernandez. There goes the runner. Here comes the throw. That's late. Robertson swipes another one.
Well, he stole that one off of Walton.
Yeah.
He had a tremendous jump on Rikers Walton. Walton never looked back to second. He had a walking lead almost where the shortstop was playing, and really stole that off the pitcher. No chance for Schaefer to throw him out at third.
2 balls and a strike to Hernandez. The pitch. Off speed and in there for strike 2. A lot of ways to get an insurance run home here in the 7th.
But if you're a leadoff man with a man at third, you have to put the ball in play somewhere.
Yeah. 2-2. Oh, he sailed the breaking ball, missed inside, 3-2. He's lucky that one didn't hit Hernandez.
Yeah, that one
slipped out of the hand.
breaking ball that didn't really break much.
Yeah. All right, payoff pitch with 1 out and a runner at third. Bouncing ball up the middle. It'll get the run home. Shortstop fields. Peralta throws. They get Hernandez, but the run scores. Robertson crosses the plate to extend the Auburn lead. It's 5-1.
A walk, 2 stolen bases, an infield grounder. And Auburn manufactures one late to go up 5-1 here, and that's a big, big run late in the game.
Sure is. That's a classic definition of manufacturing a run, isn't it?
It really is.
So credit to Robertson for his stolen bases to move over to third so that the ground out would get him home. And there's a check swing. He went around, did Mainers, on the curve. 0-1. Mainers today is 0 for 3. He's popped out to the catcher. He's flied out twice in addition. 0-1 pitch. There's ball 1 outside.
Yeah, I think Mainers, the pop out to the catcher when John Cohen was up here, that was one of those that drives a coach crazy. Yeah. They wanted him to sacrifice, and he tried to get too cute with a bunt.
1-1. He couldn't stop his swing on that curveball either. It was just a good pitch. 1-2. Walton's curve has
Walton's impressive.
Yeah, sure is. Sure is. Wind is blowing out directly to right. 5-1 Tigers here in the bottom of the 7th. Walton looks in, steps, kicks, fires. And it's grounded at the plate. Another curve.
Walton has faced 11 batters and only thrown 37 pitches.
Yeah.
So he has come in and thrown strikes for the Colonels. The only man he walked scored, or that batter, that position wound up scoring.
Another 1-2 offering from the right-hander. It is pulled, foul, pass first. Mainers last night was hit by a pitch, went to first, then came out of the game and re-entered the game defensively the following half inning.
Yeah.
That is new concussion protocol throughout the game. Coaches can call for it, but last night it was the call of the home plate umpire. The 1-2 pitch, called strike 3 with a curve. Beautiful hook.
Yes.
By Walton, and that'll retire the side. But Auburn gets an insurance run, a walk and 2 stolen bases, a run, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We're through 7, and Auburn on top of Eastern Kentucky 5-1.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjordan Parkway and Wire Road.
Auburn High School Baseball is on 96.3 W. Lee.
Presented by
The Orthopedic Clinic, Auburn Bank, Russell Building Supply, and Southern Union.
Also brought to you by
Gouge Performing Arts Center, Franklin Tire and Auto, Troy Bank and Trust, The Car Stereo Shop, and University Ace Hardware.
See the broadcast schedule
at 963WLEE.com.
Auburn High School Baseball
On 96.3 W. Lee.
An Auburn Network station.
This broadcast of Auburn Baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control and the Centricon system. You don't have to live with termites.
All right, we head to inning number 8. John Armstrong back out there for the Tigers. He'll deal with the heart of the order, L'Oreal, Schaefer, and Nunnally. I want to finish the conversation about Mainers because he re-entered the game defensively after being taken out of the game. And that concussion protocol, Hank Hemminen, the home plate umpire last night, called for it, and so Mainers was lifted from the game. A pinch runner came in. Mainers received his, he was tested. They went through the protocol. Doc Goodlett was able to take a look at him and evaluate him. They determined that it was not necessary for him to enter concussion protocol. L'Oreal, first pitch to him is low, 1-0. Therefore, he was able to re-enter the game defensively. The pinch runner, Ballou, his entry into the game essentially did not count. The pitch is outside, 2-0 to L'Oreal.
That's an interesting protocol that they have for that now.
It is. So if Auburn had wanted to use him later in the game last night, he could have.
Yeah.
He could have. Now, 2-0 pitch. It's a called strike. What we weren't too sure about before the game, and maybe there's an answer on this now, but what we weren't sure about before the game was Ballou scored a run as a result of being in the game at that point. Pitch is low to L'Oreal. It's now 3-1. So does he get the run even though he doesn't count as officially participating in the game?
Well, he got it on the box score, so I assume that's in the stats.
Yeah. And the pitch up and away, ball 4. So L'Oreal walks to start the 8th inning. But that's going to have to be adjusted because that was the box score from last night. Since, he was credited as a participant at that point. He won't be going forward, but does he still get the run even though
apparently he does.
He doesn't play in the game.
He physically scored the run. He's in the box score, so I assume he'll be on the stat sheet.
All right, here's Schaefer. Big cut and a miss. And a fastball from Armstrong. Quick pitch from John there. It's 0-1.
Auburn 5 runs on just 4 hits and only 3 left on base. Tigers have been efficient, but not an offensive show for the Tigers other than one brief spurt.
There's a ground ball to second. Hernandez to Weiss to McMurray. Double play for 6-3. That is the 3rd double play turned by the Tigers today.
And they've all been big.
Yeah.
2 early on got Gonzalez out of jams. And that one, after a leadoff man reaches on a walk, certainly eases the situation for John Armstrong. There's a right-hander throwing in the Auburn bullpen. Can't tell if it's Will Cannon or not. He was throwing pretty hard before the double play, and now he's backed off a little.
First pitch to Nunnally is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Nunnally has flied out twice and struck out. In fact, he
Now they sit down out there.
Yeah, there's no active throwing going on.
Well,
right
you know
now.
they'd like to save Cannon for tomorrow if they could.
Yeah.
Cannon was the man up throwing.
Okay. Nunnally stepped out, now back in. 1 ball, no strikes. Armstrong's pitch. A little bit outside, 2-0.
It has been a very tight strike zone for James Ainsworth today.
Nobody on, 2 out. Shift is on against Nunnally. Green, the third baseman, the only infielder on the left side. And that pitch misses down and away, 3-0. A walk to Lareal to start the inning. Schaefer grounded into a double play. And now 3-0 to Nunnally.
Boy, the infield defense has been really good for Auburn.
Yeah, 3-0. Down the middle, strike 1. 21 pitches for Armstrong. This is his second inning of work. He came on last inning on a 2-2 pitch to Peralta and struck him out. That one's fouled back to the net. And now the count is full. Top of the 8th. 5-1 Auburn.
Auburn is going to move Hernandez way over in short right field. And near the line almost.
We saw this against Nunnally last night, an exaggerated shift. 3-2 pitch. Fly left field. Long run, Mainers. He will not get there, and it drops foul. Dropped.
Maybe a foot.
Yeah, I was going to say half a foot.
Yeah. Nobody had a chance at that with the shift on. That was a double if it goes a foot to the right.
Yeah. Instead, Nunnally will come back, and the freshman will do it again. We have reached the top of the hour. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network.
AU 100 is WAUE and WAUE HD Waverly, Auburn, Opelika.
Payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Off-speed pitch. Nunnally gave up on it. Armstrong records the strikeout. That's the 6th strikeout for Auburn pitching today, and it's out number 3 here in the 8th inning. The K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. No runs, hits, or errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 5-1 Auburn.
Hey everybody, this is Jacob Goins, voice of the Lee Scott Warriors. Tune in all baseball season long over on Tiger Country 104.5, home of the Lee Scott Sports Network. Listen live and find the broadcast schedule on tigercountry.net. Lee Scott Academy Baseball over on Tiger Country 104.5 is presented by the Orthopedic Clinic and Auburn Express Towing. Also brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust and Gogue Performing Arts Center. Lee Scott Academy Baseball on Tiger Country 104.5, part of the Auburn Network's family of stations.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the Orthopedic Clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the Orthopedic Clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointment today.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
Ike Irish will get things started for Auburn in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers lead the Colonels 5-1. Irish, Pierce, and McMurray are the 3 scheduled hitters here in the 8th inning. Ike today is 0 for 3. First pitch. Sailed way outside, missed the catcher all the way to the backstop. That's a Rick Vaughn Major League pitch there.
Yeah, hit the bull.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Depending on your era, it's either a Bull Durham reference or a Major League reference. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. Straighten it out a little bit. 1-1. Tomorrow's game, 1 o'clock start. I'll join Andy Burcham on the call starting at 12:45. Carson Myers gets the start for Auburn. There's a line drive to right, but right at the right fielder, Williams. Irish waited on the changeup and absolutely unloaded on it, but it was right at the right fielder. one of those kind of days for Ike after yesterday's 4-hit performance.
Yeah, but he got a good swing and he got good contact then.
Yes, he did.
He had not had that today. He had a forgettable day at the plate, although a good day behind the plate.
Mm-hmm. Bobby Pierce, the batter. And he had asked for time and stepped out, but he didn't get it, and the pitch was a strike. So it's 0-1. The delivery. High fly ball to left. Goodbye.
Well, that was a no-doubter for Bobby Pierce. A triple and a homer today. Had arguably the biggest hit of the game with a 2-out, 2-run triple early on in the third inning, but that one was a bomb over the monster.
Sure was. Got out of here in a hurry, like it had someplace to be. Boy, oh boy, Auburn's second home run of the game. And now here's Cooper McMurray. Tigers lead 6-1.
Cooper had the other home run. That was a 2-out, 2-run homer when Auburn scored 4 runs in a hurry in the third inning.
Yeah. Pitch to McMurray. That's a called strike, 0-1. Looking ahead to the ninth, EKU. Davis, Williams, and Franklin.
Yeah, near the bottom of the order, 6, 7, 8.
0-1 pitch. Swing and had a huge cut at an off-speed pitch. 0-2.
Will Cannon is throwing again, although not anxiously throwing.
Yeah. Well,
it would not be a save opportunity for Will either.
Not anymore, yeah. 0-2 pitch. Hit a mile in the air to shallow left. Shortstop going over. That's Peralta. Circles back and makes the catch for the second out. All right, that's 2 down. Got a question for you. Do you have a youth baseball or softball team that would like to be anthem buddies at an Auburn baseball game this season? It's a pretty cool opportunity.
Oh, it is.
And those are getting lined up now, courtesy of our friends at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Your team can line up with the Tigers on the field for the national anthem. We'll tell you how to get involved after the first pitch to Stanfield. He takes it for a strike, 0-1. Call the Auburn ticket office to register for a game and secure your group tickets. It's not just the chance to be on the field, but obviously group tickets for the game, and pretty cool experience with the Anthem Buddies. There's a breaking ball left up, and he chopped it foul to the left side. It's 0-2 to Stanfield. Chris is 2 for 3. Back-to-back multi-hit games to start the season for Stanfield. A single, a triple. He's also struck out. 3 for 5 to start the season, the 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back.
He has the only non-extra base hit for the Tigers today.
It's true.
That single in the second inning.
365 feet for Pierce on his home run. And the pitch misses down and away, 1-2. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, it's over the monster.
It was over the monster, and it wasn't. There was no doubt about it either.
1-2. Low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, nothing cheap about Auburn's home runs.
Oh, no.
Here today. 6 runs for the Tigers. It's 6-1. I'll give you some other SEC scores. The game has kind of gone in such a way we've not been able to work in other scores. Stanfield just does get a piece of it off the end of the bat to stay alive. Other scores in the league. Kentucky leads South Carolina Upstate 3-0 in the bottom of the 7th. It's LSU 1, Central Arkansas 0 in the 6th inning in Baton Rouge. They're in the 4th in Nashville. Vandy leads Florida Atlantic 2-1. Alabama is shutting out Manhattan 7-0 in the 3rd. Georgia shutting out UNC Asheville 5-0 in the 3rd. Arkansas over James Madison 2-1 in the 4th. 2-2 to Stanfield. Big breaking ball, never close, missed down and away, 3-2. And a couple of finals. South Carolina took care of Miami of Ohio 11-4, and Missouri beat Cal Poly 12-8. And the 3-2 pitch misses low to Stanfield.
Well,
2-out walk.
Rallied for the walk there.
So, a 2-out opportunity for Cooper Weiss. Weiss looking for his first hit of the day. He walked back in the second inning. He's lined out and grounded out. 2 for 7 to start the season. Stanfield dances off first. Shuffles back. Pitch to Weiss. Misses low and away. 1 ball, no strikes.
Nobody working for the Colonels in their bullpen. They want Walton to finish this thing out at this point.
He's up to 60 pitches in the cold. And the 1-0 to Weiss. Fastball. Got the strike call at the knees, 1-1.
46-degree day with a little wind, and the strike zone tends to expand when you get to late innings.
Remember what we said last night about the strike? Yeah, never mind. A ball and a strike to Weiss. Runner goes, pitches down and away. There will be no throw to second. It's a stolen base for Stanfield, his first of the season.
Bet it won't be his last. Auburn's going to run more this year.
Yeah. Well, Robertson stole a couple last inning, came around to score. Now Stanfield gives Weiss a chance to drive in a run with a base hit. 2-1 to count. Walton looks to second. Stanfield a big lead over there. Here's the pitch. Fastball away, 3-1.
Not sure the pitch clock didn't run out then either.
They'll give them a little bit of grace.
Yeah.
It's the umpires are instructed to treat it sort of like the play clock in football. It's not a hard and fast, like a shot clock violation. 3-1, low, ball 4. I thought that was interesting. I watched an umpire's call with the coordinator of umpires, Paul Gillier. And that's what he said. He said it's not like a shot clock in basketball. It's more like the play clock in football in that if you see the 0, you look up. And if at that point he is starting his motion, then you let him go. You give him a little bit of grace.
Yeah.
That is the end of the road for Walton, I believe.
Wonder who is going to come in. Nobody's really been throwing out there.
Yeah.
There's been some soft tossing going on between innings, but they didn't have everybody up working very hard out there, so on a cool day.
Auburn is going to send Cade Ballou to the plate to bat. Remember, Hall was lifted from the game so that Robertson could run for him, and Cade Ballou is the batter. Ballou is a freshman from Auburn. He was an Auburn High Tiger, and now he's an AU Tiger. So Ballou will get his first at bat in college. Left-handed hitter. Tigers on top, 6-1, 2 on, 2 outs. Walton stays in the game. This was a strategy session. The pitch to Ballou, swing and a miss. Took a healthy cut at a high fastball.
Yeah, he got his money's worth on that first pitch swinging.
Yeah.
Wind is whipping again toward right center field. They play him straight away. I'm sure they have no scouting report on Cade Ballou.
There's a foul ball off to the left side over near the parking deck. The deck is not as jam-packed at this stage on a cooler day as we normally see it.
No.
But we have a few hardy, hardcore fans that are still hanging out. Tigers lead 6-1 here in the 8th. 0-2 to Ballou. Here's the pitch. Foul ball left side. Cade battles.
Now the real test of a fan is going to come next year when you see who will be on the deck on top of the monster.
Yeah.
When it's 46 degrees and about a 10 or 15 mile an hour wind blowing out.
The stretch and another 0-2 delivery. Runners take their leads from first and second. The 0-2 is a called third strike on the inside corner. And that'll do it for Auburn in the 8th. But Bobby Pierce's towering home run over the monster adds to the Auburn lead. We go to the 9th inning. Tigers need 3 outs to win it, leading Eastern Kentucky 6-1.
Earn more on your balances with the Max Elevate Money Market. Enjoy the competitive rate benefits of certificate accounts with no fixed terms and more flexibility. Earn more more on your balances and access them anytime. You expect more, and Max delivers. See our amazing rates at mymax.com/elevate. Max. Smart money made simple. Federally insured by NCUA. Certain restrictions apply.
Fine dining meets Southern comfort at Vintage 2298, Auburn's newest fine dining restaurant and butcher shop. Chef Randall Baldwin and wife Laura present Gulf cuisine.
Test 1, 2, test.
Made fresh, farm to table.
1, 2, 3.
Enjoy lunch in the butcher shop, brunch on the
1, yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
2298, where the staff raises the bar on service. Private dining and event space is also available. Experience Vintage 2298 this new year.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
All right, we go to the ninth inning. Will Cannon is on for the Tigers. Number 33. He is the fourth pitcher of the day for Auburn. Cannon, the Phoenix City native, 6'1", 201, junior right-hander. And he's on the preseason Stopper of the Year watch list. Last year he was 3-2 with a 4.41 earned run average, 23 appearances, 20 in relief. Pitched 49 innings, gave up 54 hits, 24 earned runs. He walked 28 and struck out 44, nearly a strikeout an inning. Teams hit 289 last year against Will Cannon. And the last time we saw him, it was against Alabama in the SEC tournament. 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, through 25 pitches. He had 5 saves a season ago, including 2 in the USC series, which was, I guess, the second series of the year last year. So Will Cannon, he'll face Connor Davis, the number 6 hitter in the lineup, to start the ninth. Sends in a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that's cut on and fouled back. 0-1.
Davis had a hit his last time up. 1 for 2. He was also hit by a pitch early on.
After the game, Paul Ellen will be down on the field. Talk things over with Coach Butch Thompson and a couple of players. 0-1. Breaking ball missed high. A ball and a strike. That, of course, all part of the Regions Bank postgame show. 1-1, righty-righty matchup. Cannon plants and fires, and there's a breaking ball in for strike 2. Home tomorrow for the series finale, and then home against UAB Tuesday before the Tigers head to Jacksonville, Florida next weekend for games against Iowa, Wichita State, and Virginia.
You packing some shorts for next weekend?
1-2, swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. Irish fields and fires a bullet to first. He threw that about 90 miles an hour to McMurray at first. There's out number 1.
Just showing off the arm a little bit. It took like a few minutes or a few seconds to get to the ball because it ricocheted out in front of the plate off his shin guard. He was taking no chances with Davis going up the line.
First pitch to Williams. Sharp foul ball back. Like, buddy, he wasn't stealing second. It was a throw to first.
About an 88-foot fastball there, and he gunned it down the line.
Williams walked back in the second. He's flied out a couple of times since then. And he takes a ball low. They've been a cutter there.
High expectations for Will Cannon this year.
Another guy that, you got to have a little competitive edge to you. And he's got that. 1-1, hit very high, left side. That's out of play. Gets even with the top of the dugout, about 3 or 4 rows back in the seats.
Yeah, tried to come back. Hit right on top of the dugout, kicked up into the seats.
Yeah. It's now a ball and 2 strikes.
With the wind blowing across from third to first, you can't take any chances on a foul ball over there.
You're right. Talked to Cannon after one of those saves in the USC series. He was still I'm still shaking. He gets really amped up when he's on the mound. 1-2 pitch. Fastball fouled off of somebody's gear.
I think it hit the helmet of Ike Irish.
Yeah.
Just got a piece of it.
So it's still a ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out. Top of the 9th. Auburn needs 2 more outs to secure an opening weekend series win. They lead 6-1. Cannon quickly to the wind. Here's the pitch. Outside. Changeup. 2-2. Pitch clock down to 8. 2-2. Outside again. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Cannon doesn't threaten the pitch clock very often. He
No.
comes in, gets it, and throws it. Kind of like Gonzalez in that respect.
If you're just tuning in, Joseph Gonzalez was just excellent. You have to be very happy with what you saw from him. 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 unearned run. There's a foul ball left side over toward the Tiger. Not toward the Tiger terrace, but a fan in a short sleeve shirt.
Bare hands and tried to make the play, and he couldn't.
He didn't do it.
And his hands have to be singing now. That had some
that's injury to insult.
Too.
Yeah. Or insult to injury. They're jeering him over there.
They got 2 hands on the ball. That's an error on the fan, no doubt about it.
Payoff pitch. Oh, that's a fastball at 94 that hits Williams. Hit him low. On a 3-2 pitch with a 5-run lead in 45-degree weather.
Yeah.
The last thing Cannon wanted to do was hit Williams. Here's Ron Franklin.
Franklin a base hit today, 1 for 3.
Yep. He went 1 for 3 last night, so he's consistent.
Auburn turned a big double play on him on a grounder to second, back in the 2nd inning. That was one of the key pitches for Joseph Gonzalez today.
Righty-righty matchup here. The first pitch. There's a breaking ball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Auburn 3 big double plays today, and they wouldn't mind ending it on a grounder here.
Irish sets up inside the 0-1. Breaking ball.
That was close to where the first one was.
Yeah.
Irish didn't move the mitt very much on that one.
No, and held it there a little extra
he did.
too. Williams leads from first. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Franklin with 1 out. Check swing. He went.
Yeah.
Yep, 1-2. Crowd starts to get behind Cannon just a little bit. Those who are left. 1 out, 9th inning. Stretch in the 1-2. Here it is.
Whew.
Just missed, I think, outside.
Yeah, a little outside. He was trying for the outside edge, and he was really close to the outside edge.
He was. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Cannon's pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a breaking ball. Strikeout number 8 for Auburn pitchers today. Number 2 for Cannon here in this 9th inning. And now Auburn's 1 out away from a series win. And it comes down to the number 9 hitter, Santiago Peralta.
0 for 2 with a walk. He scored the only run for the Colonels today.
Yeah, reached on an error in the 5th, came around to score, and the first pitch is called ball 1 low. Well, we started 2 hours and 20 minutes ago.
It's been a good moving game, fast-moving game.
The pitch, strike down the middle.
Been well played defensively. Auburn had a 1 miscue in the outfield that allowed the run to eventually come around. Otherwise, well pitched and well defended. Auburn with 3 double plays today as well.
Yep. 1-1 to Peralta. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. 1-2.
All right, time to get on your feet if you're an Auburn fan.
Yep.
Bring this one to a halt if Will Cannon can get one more strike.
For the series win. Cannon comes set. Cannon comes home. Ball 2, low and outside. He tried to get him to go after the breaking ball again, and Peralta stayed put.
Peralta flinched, but he did not offer at the ball breaking down and away.
So now the 2-2 from Cannon. On the way.
Oh.
Fastball skips all the way back off the backstop and all the way to the field of play, and Williams heads to second. Cannon,
that one is called an overthrow a little bit there.
He reached back for a little something extra. So Williams down to second. And Peralta, the senior from Lexington, gets another pitch from Cannon. Will stares in for the sign. He's got it. Doesn't even look to second. Payoff pitch. Lost him outside. Ball 4. So Williams at second, and now Peralta to first for the leadoff hitter, DJ Sullivan. And Everett Tieford, the pitching coach, comes out for a word with Cannon and the infield.
Nobody at all.
No.
Even standing up in the bullpen for Auburn. They want Will Cannon to finish this off. He's hit a batter and walked a batter. Around 2 strikeouts here in the 9th inning. So
our next broadcast for you to hear on the Auburn app or locally in the Auburn area on Wings 94.3 is Auburn basketball about an hour from now, a little more than an hour from now, 4:30 Central. Pre-game coverage gets underway across the network for Auburn basketball against Kentucky. Tip-off of that game about 5:10 Central Time. Coach Tieford with a word or two for James Ainsworth as he was headed back to the dugout. Here's Sullivan. First pitch to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Took a little something off there. Sullivan today has doubled. He has singled to left, and he has walked. He's been on 3 of his 4 times, which is what you want the leadoff man to do.
2 of their 4 hits.
Yeah. 0-1 is hit high but foul, left side and well out of play. And now Cannon's ahead, 0-2.
That's probably the hardest hit ball by the Colonels today, and that came back in the first inning when he lined it to right center field off the wall for a double.
Yeah. After a long at bat against Gonzalez. Now the 0-2 to Sullivan. Cannon reaches back, fires, and missed low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 more strike. That's what the Tigers need. The stretch. And the pitch. Missed high and outside. It's 2-2.
You want to throw a strike here. It's a 5-run lead.
Yeah.
But you still don't want to get into a 3-2 situation where the runners are in motion and there's a lot going on the infield. Just make him offer. It's your 2-2 pitch.
Here is the delivery. Swung on and foul tipped into Irish's mid, and that'll do it. Cannon strikes out the side in the 9th, and Auburn has claimed a victory in the first season of the 2024 season. First series of the season. Auburn gets the win today, 6-1. Auburn's relievers, throw the final the final 4 innings of this game without giving up a run. Joseph Gonzalez, 1 unearned run on 2 hits through 5 innings. Tigers get a couple of home runs, and Auburn wins the game 6-1. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is coming up next.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Max Credit Union makes financial service truly remarkable. Take Max with you everywhere you take your smart device. Manage and protect your money easily, anytime from anywhere. When you need us, we're here locally. We live and work where you do. We want to help everyone in our community see their financial dreams come true. Smart money, made simple. Visit mymax.com or one of our convenient branches. Insured by NCUA.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
Back at Plainsman Park, Auburn a winner 6-1 over Eastern Kentucky. Joseph Gonzalez will get the victory in his first start in a year. And we'll talk things over with Butch Thompson, Joseph, and I believe Cooper McMurray, all coming up on the Regions Bank postgame show when Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I'm never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the orthopedic clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the orthopedic clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointments today.
Fine dining meets Southern comfort at Vintage 2298, Auburn's newest fine dining restaurant and butcher shop. Chef Randall Baldwin and wife Laura present Gulf cuisine with a Southern flair, made fresh farm to table. Enjoy lunch in the butcher shop, brunch on the weekends at Vintage 2298, where the staff raises the bar on service. Private dining and event space is also available. Experience Vintage 2298 this new year.
Since Auburn